Hey, we're back. ECS, James.
Yes.
What a time we're having as well. 16-1 in the first map. Absolute Counter-Strike perfection displayed from Astralis to kick things off. That was exciting. Fnatic. Thing is, though, if you don't win the map, it doesn't matter the scoreline, right? You just pick yourself up, dust yourself off. You'll be absolutely fine. Move on to Mirage. But to be fair, I feel like Dust 2 would be where Fnatic can do some damage. It suits their play style and their players and the formation they normally utilize. But Mirage, hopefully, we can see a few more rounds on the board. We're going to see 4 maps from Astralis today. If they continue this, it might be a very quick European sector.
Yeah, I think really that was an exhibition of just how far ahead Astralis are and how much they have down. I mean, again, Fnatic are a team who've been focusing on their roster and so on, and they have to develop their map strats, but Astralis are just doing everything better than everybody else. Just the way they reacted to even the hint of a team trying to do something on Dust 2 was absolutely insane. I don't expect that level of dominance on Mirage. I think Dust 2, it's weird because it's an old map, but it's a new map at the same time.
I've got a question for you. Everyone's saying that 2018 has been the year of Simple, right? The year where he's been MVP at every tournament he's pretty much played at. But Astralis winning all the trophies and Device had continued this level and getting MVPs as well.
Yeah.
Surely there's a conversation to be had that Device is actually now the player of 2018, you know? Like, he seems to, like, actually compete and his team are winning at the same time.
Yeah, it's a weird one because I think what is that saying that they have in China about the
I don't know.
sum of the parts? Or is that general saying about the sum of parts? Basically, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. I think that's the phrase.
I don't think
basically, like the. I think it is. I think it is. Henry, stop blowing me up. I'm going to take this later. But anyway, the point is like the whole team as a unit achieving something together is greater than one person playing out of his mind. Because obviously sometimes you've got to drag the bodies over the line. Whereas the team, there is no weak point rather than just the one shining star. They're all kind of shining together. So
yeah,
I think while excuse me, we may see the more explosive plays from Simple, it's a hard one to calculate because the team are generally putting all of them in a better position to win. Whereas sometimes he's doing the winning on his own. So it's more explosive and more of a highlight reel, if you will.
You can't really poke holes in Astralis as a 5-man unit, right?
Yeah.
Zeus and Co and Na'Vi, like, while you can see there are problems and they're going to struggle at some points in some tournaments, they won't always look their best, and it's an interesting conversation to have between the 1 and 2 teams right now. Either way, here we go. Fnatic on the CT side of Mirage. It'll be Astralis on the T side, of course. One Molotov for Glaive. I assume he's already used maybe a smoke as Exist gets the first headshot. Twist struggling with a kill on Mages. That could cost them the round, but JW might save it there. 3 versus 2. Bomb to be planted, presumably here towards short, and it won't be denied just yet. JW doing his best. Oh, what a shot from Glaive. They could steal this away now. Goes to the 2-on-2. No kits available right now. Brolan and Crims both 100 HP, but so are Zipex and Glaive. There's our football again. The pumpkin rolling around. And we'll see if this retake can be anywhere near successful. We're going to spot one, and Brolan will shut them both down. Oh my goodness, great stuff.
Not bad.
That's much better. They've equaled the same amount of rounds. They're off.
Here we go. I like how he's trying to launch the ball.
It looks a little bit bouncier than the other one. It really goes for it.
I don't like the colour of it. It's an ugly orange. Astralis looks like they'll be buying in the next round. The bomb planted definitely help with that. Free having a quick go. A pot shot up mid, and he'll avoid the grenade. So we're guaranteed to see a T side from Astralis this game. That's a plus. Minimal investment.
Well, Tech-9s, P50s, and AKs next round, of course. Just going to see if they can get a bomb down. They don't have a flash to get out of the palace area. It's just going to come down to someone finding a cheeky opening with the pistols and maybe capitalizing upon it.
Astralis quietly moving around.
Just trying to bait out those grenades. You can see there's nothing left. Fnatic might struggle here slightly. If the trade kill comes in initially. They're just shooting out the vents with, but down he goes. Twist, a nice shot. Let's see if they can close this out in a clean manner. Don't want to lose anyone here. We look with a clean sweep, and so far so good. Twist will find the second kill here, and Astralis still being very patient. Even though it looks like the round is over, they will yield a frag, and even just one significant hit. Every kill they get is worth it.
14 seconds though, they'll have to run to their doom eventually. dupreeh being really patient, but 8 seconds. He needs to die. Even though the fragging is good, he needs to die. JW doesn't want to give it to him. Dancing around, and that's not what he wanted. Now he's off to save his P250 with 6 HP. Not much more to get out of this.
That's annoying for dupreeh. He actually wanted to die there. Sounds like such a weird thing to say in Counter-Strike, but for those who are not familiar, if you, on the T side, and you survive past the round timer, and no bomb has been planted, of course, you actually get no cash. It's considered to be a bit of a faux pas. You shouldn't be alive after that point. You're considered a coward, and you will not get paid.
Deserted the army. Oh, well, glaive forced away. It's a good start for Fnatic, but this first buy round will be very important. Some jewels around connector, but nothing doing just yet. Now Astralis creep towards the B bomb site. Stands alone for the time being. A big investment towards A from Fnatic. So, oh dear, Exists is in trouble, pulling out a grenade at the wrong moment. Now the bomb goes down. At least they've got position of market, forced away from the door. JW still on the scout. Got 2 players in the red, so this could change quickly.
We'll have to see, James. Glaive, just the pistol. Giving dupreeh the AK-47. We'll see whether they can actually successfully retake this. They have got kits, but no utility on the CT side. Molotovs being deployed. That makes things an absolute nightmare at this point. It's going to buy Astralis 7 more seconds with the bomb ticking away at some pace. I don't think the CTs can really go for this anymore. They're trying to get fragged as the players exit the bomb site here. Looks like job is done. Going to get one more kill. That's why they're hanging around. JW takes down Glaive. There we have it. First run on the board for Astralis. First of many, I'm sure. As they have 3 players survive, but Fnatic, all they wanted to get out of that was a legit opportunity to take some guns down with them. So there we go. AK-47s across the board for Astralis. No all out yet. Early stages here of Mirage just joining us. It was a 16-1 decimation of Fnatic in the previous matchup. Astralis has looked way too powerful, so more promising scenes for Fnatic here at least. Already in the lead of 2-1 scoreline. See, Fnatic are in a decent position to defend this B approach, especially now with that grenade being so successful. Here we go. Commitment, and it's Astralis coming out on top again. JW, the scout, still has a slight chance here to find a headshot. Does damage to 2 of them, but surely it looks like another Astralis round here. The commitment to the site is just perfect. You can see the flanks coming in as well. If Glaive just stays alive here, that'll be enough. He even gets another kill. 4 versus 2, and Crims keeps his position by throwing the incendiary. They know he's there now as well. Both players in towards the kitchen. JW receives another Molotov. This is just unbelievable, really. So efficient.
Crimson JW forced away all the utility. Glaive on the hunt. JW still holding on to the scout. Finally gets himself an upgrade. But the score will be tied. 2-2. The money doesn't look great for the CTs. Device at least will not have his weapon taken away. Too far to retrieve. And the money is with Astralis. Now what? An AK and an M4. Someone appears to be sawing into the floor above us. So you might hear some light noise in the background. Not a lot we can do about that.
It provides atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's nice.
The FBI are coming to take us away.
We'll see smokes deployed, no force fire from Fnatic. With 2 rifles into this round. Number 5 here. You see an AK for JW, Crims at the M4A4. 1 flashbang. They have got kits just in case. That's an opening pick. Zipex will find JW. And now, round number 5. Astralis looking to take the lead for the first time here on Mirage. It's a CT-sided map, but they seem to be in control right now. B bomb side's open. That's where they'll commit to. The bomb's coming in as well. Device is patrolling middle to make sure the CTs can't rotate up through short. And of course, watch the middle as well for anyone hunting for a bit of intel. Checking the boost spots, and that should be round in itself. 5 on 3. Save the M4 at this point. They've lost the other AK. Exist. Bravely faces towards middle. There's 2 players waiting for him now. Zipex should take care of him. Not quite. They will not be peeking that again, I'll tell you that much. That should be a kill. And Crims will pull one back. And obviously, at this point, it's just about saving the M4. Will he be able to do that? I'm not 100% sure. He's got players in towards A. Pintering mid. He'd actually be better off as running towards middle, perhaps, now. But down he goes. And it will be 3-2. Fnatic lose all their players, but still have enough to buy. Don't have enough for the AWP, however. I mean, Exist could buy it, but he won't have armor or nades for himself. It's not really worth it. Might as well just buy up the rifle.
Very important run for Fnatic. This would really set them on the back foot if they were to lose this. No AWPs on the server. Roland charging forward, expecting Device to be blind, but the timing not quite there for him. Pop flash for a teammate. They have been stronger. 3 CTs now around the A bomb site, but it's so early in the round, minute 30. And Team Astralis will look to show presence elsewhere. Zipex will be left in the Palace position. There's a smoke towards the window with a minute 20 on the clock. Take off connector. And now Fnatic have no idea what's going on.
Well, they've lost that opening kill. Look, that Device should have gone down. He took a nade in the pocket. Still recovers and finds the opening kill. This exists. Protecting the B-bomb side, but can he do it for long? He's completely compromised here. There's a bit of damage, but it means almost nothing at this point. JW will at least pull one back, that gives up his position. They know one player towards short now. They've got a 4 on 2. No kits available for Swiss or JW. That should be another round here. I'm not sure this is even worth going for. Well, Supre will confirm that. Twist better off just staying alive at this point. Does pull one back, nice shot by him. Doesn't do an awful lot though. But still survived for Astralis, and that should be another eco for Fnatic boys now. Swedes struggling somewhat now after winning the pistol in the second round, but 4 in a row, loss bonus starting to accumulate. And we'll see AWPs in the next round, maybe even double AWPs, knowing Fnatic. Twist and JW, quite a potent combo in that respect. We haven't seen the AWP yet from Device. If he goes down this round, I dare say he'll buy it in next.
Another big grenade. But many advantages here for Astralis, of course. Roland moving into close quarters. Crims has been exploderize. And Zipex very aware of the potential. Match is just about winning that duel. Roland dying in the flames. And that's a brief one. Exist is the last man standing. They'll have a rough idea of where he plays, where to expect him to come from. I'll take nothing for granted though. There he is. Zipex 3 HP. Sorry, Magisk 3 HP, Zipex 24. Not much to gain by hunting. Just make sure he can't pick up the weapon that's been dropped by Clay somewhere. And there we go. Another round in the bag. What do you call it when rich people have a room they can hide in their house?
Panic room.
A panic room. Yeah, they're soaring into our panic room.
No, it's just like a Halloween effect. It's like Chainsaw Massacre themed broadcasts we're doing. So you never know if the guy's going to get in or not.
Where the meat hook's at.
He's trying to get through the concrete wall and now with the chainsaw, not exactly effective. Oh, JW, no, not like this. You really do hate to see that, James. He's Molotoved himself in the window. Being smoked out, taking damage. That really couldn't have gone worse for him. My God.
Not ideal for the first AWP rounds.
No, he Molotoved himself out of position. Oh, God. I have never seen that before. Well, JW recovers, and it looks like it might have helped him somehow. There you go. It is a 5-on-3.
Glaive in connector. Device rotating to A, where the bomb lies in wait. So Astralis concentrating the forces on one site. Glaive somehow managed to get all the way to triple. Will there be a flash for it? It's a raw peek. Broland's ready for it though. So with 2 men down, it's a good idea to just try to use some numbers if you can, one way or the other. Broland falling to the flames this time. Magic Device with their first kill, but they've got a lot more to do. It doesn't seem like they'll be too successful in this round. Starting to get expensive for the CTs though. Magic's trying to move away from the CT position, but he can't get his gun out in time. 3 plays survive for Fnatic, including both AWPs. Now it's the catch-up game for Fnatic. They need to avoid the reset. Oh, that's so annoying. You know, the window on Banana does that as well. Is it the window on Banana?
The window on Banana?
There's plenty of like...
Oh, I know what you mean when you bounce on the left-hand side wall. Like there's some like
there's
can't
one
get caught
part where
something.
it bounces back at you, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
IV on train as well. Just these awkward angles where sometimes it just bounces backwards. He's just out there, like Henry in a dive bar. Come and get me, boys.
Oh, you know me so well. 4-on-4 in fact, with Majors pulling one back, and that's going to be the B bomb site shut down. He did take down Exist in the process, but still, Device uses the opportunity to sneak through. He actually gets close towards connector underneath the bomb site. This is yielding a plant. This kill, though, will slip away from Dupree. Fnatic looking a lot better and more efficient here on Mirage. They might actually force out an eco after this one. As Device will do whatever he can, and that's not going to be too much because there's just too many players here. But with the loss bonus coming in at this stage, they'll have like one more buy available by looks of things. Here's Crims.
Where's the sound at?
Oh, this is like a fake replay, I think.
Okay.
There you go. Getting it down, Twist hitting every single shot. So, one more buy, like I said, for Astralis here. 3 of them fully invested. A couple of $1,000 on Zipix and Dupree. So maybe they get the bomb down, they'd possibly force buy again.
Creeping through the palace. This always reminds me of like a tea house in the Middle East, like Kuwait, where you'd sit and drink tea and smoke previously, although they stopped that. Hold down the smoker. Ooh, that is not what he was expecting. I always find that triple position very dangerous. Chris J likes to go there as well, but I find it a fair chance of a one and done spot. JW just dancing around smokes the entire round, more or less. Plenty of bullets and traces going his way. And there are no answers from Fnatic in this situation. Crimson exists in a saving position after 2 rounds in a row. Money could be worse for Fnatic. But it doesn't look like it's going to get better. Look at these grenades, man. It's ridiculous. All the time. It's just landing at the feet or in the face.
So sick.
Where do you want it? On the feet or in the face?
On the face.
I hate being blocked by a HE. It's so irritating. Where it just completely stops your motion.
Resist. We'll pull one back.
Oh, apparently the guns are firing candy.
What do you mean?
They're firing candy instead of bullets.
Firing candy?
So when you see the spent casing flying out, if you pay close attention, people tweeted us.
Oh, I haven't got my glasses on, I wouldn't have seen that.
It's firing candy.
What, like some multicolored bullet casings?
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
Blue like candy in the words of IFC Yikes. For those of you FGC heads watching. Repeat the last word he said after that. Alright, let's see some candy bullets. I don't see any bullets. Glaive will get taken out. Where did the bullets go? Maybe from the AK. Exists now, holding angles. He's going to see the legs. Is this a gimmick smoke? This could be by accident, but it could be on purpose. I wonder about that smoke. Exist holding his position in the meantime. Nice pop flash from him. There's a pop flash from Magisk out the window. Easy to hear and avoid. Questions asked through the panel. Oh my god, Magisk, what the hell was that? He's opened up the B bomb site in 1 second. 2 huge frags. And now they have position for a time. They don't know how close the CTs are though, and that may compromise their post-plant positions. 2 players coming in from short. We've got Brolan moving into the market position now. Zipex keeping an eye on apartments for the time being, so Magisk has a lot to do here. He spots an elbow, looking for a third kill. They're lining up for him. He's on for the ace now. 5 HP for him. Brolan spotted him, but where is Zipex? 4 kills for Magisk. He's got time to reload. Pop flash from Magisk. Timing won't be good. And there goes Brolan. No ace for Magisk, and now Zipex has to delay.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have, oh, we've got the kit. Okay. I thought he was just getting out of there, James. Has he got any? No, he's got no chance. Even if he goes to the full defuse now, it won't be enough. Zipex is the master, isn't he?
God damn.
I thought he was just bailing out then. He didn't have the kit. Then he picks one up, comes back, but still, what are you going to do? Unless you just full defuse and they don't peek it for whatever reason.
Look at these frags from Magisk though. Look at these entries.
Oh.
That is unbelievable. So close to the ace. But he did great work for his team. Major winner, Morgisk. I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it.
Morgisk?
Yeah, according to Dan.
Right, that is not reliable source. Why would you possibly reference him as your source? Like, ask Anders, maybe. Not Dan. I think it'd be more like, Margisk. Be like that. I would imagine.
I don't know. Yeah, Dan's not the king of pronunciations, for sure. Although neither am I, in fairness. There's a lot of words I read in a book and have never been spoken to me, which I pronounced wrong. I used to, like, you know, words which are in the English language but weren't originally, like, aficionado.
Sure.
I thought it was aficionado.
Oh, so you read it in the book and you was like, oh,
yeah.
aficionado.
I had no idea.
That's quite endearing.
I have a few of those.
You were a Counter-Strike aficionado, so I'm surprised you haven't said it before, to be honest.
I'm a Counter-Strike aficionado. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
We're a rarer breed.
Well, 8-4.
Carpet shot.
There it is. Finest carpets in the land. 2-3. That's so disgusting. How's he pulled that off? Just, hey guys, 2 of you there. No worries. Pop,
There's
pop.
2 balls in mid.
Yeah.
What?
All the balls you can possibly need. That is too good right now. Look at this AK precision. This isn't a tactic. This isn't a strat they're running. This is a pure domination and a default. Oh my
What's happened there? He did a random 180 and just started spraying. He's on the gear. He's got that word for dummies. God, what are they doing upstairs? We did get a sheet warning that there may be use of a jackhammer. I do not believe that's that. Sounds like they're soaring. I don't know. I don't think it's picked up too much on stream, but it's so loud for us. It's kind of funny though, because there's a giant concrete floor above us, which is being screeded, I believe, which is basically when you just make it one flat surface. Yeah. So when you have a new build or something. I used to work in property, which is why I know. Lots of building sites, visits, recommendations. Oh, you should put the pillars here and try to avoid this. That's pretty fun, working with the engineers on the plans. From our perspective, if you put pillars like this, it's going to reduce the price per square foot by this much, blah, 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 blah. I miss those days a little bit.
You missed them. Instead of traveling around talking about games.
I'm not saying it's better. It's not, but I enjoyed...
I know what you mean.
Because I worked in a place which used to be very industrial, grain stores, warehouses. They were beautiful buildings. Love me some exposed brickwork and parquet flooring. Victorian schools.
Oh!
Nice from J-Dubs. pot shot hit the pot. Crim's doing the same, stuck, trying to rotate, trying to hide, unable to do that, forced to stand his ground, but the T's will fall back. No weapons collected by Fnatic at this point, but they have the man advantage. Ooh, man, so much pre-fire. Crim's knows his angle towards the right side as well. There are some bricks there where the T's get a headshot angle. It is nice to pre-fire.
B's open, by the way. We've got Glaive in there. Calling for the bomb to come over. Oh, a bit of silence. It's gone quiet.
Yeah, where did it go?
I kind of miss it now. That's a headshot. Oh, that's a bomb going down, in fact. Okay. This round just turned on his head. Twist seems to know there's a player potentially towards the vent as well. Or does he? Well, Glaive will take care of that. JW definitely in a winnable position, though, with the bomb behind the mid boxes. He's found a bit of utility, so he's going to throw a Molotov. He's got another one, in fact, but it doesn't matter. Double digits on the T side, another brutal performance here from Astralis. The only difference is they lost the pistol.
Yeah. Well, Fnatic have some rounds. It's not looking like the nightmare that Dust 2 was.
Certainly not the dream, though.
Yeah, but the CT side is almost over. The pain, the anguish, the bleeding. It's almost healed up. Astralis still picking at the scab, but, you know, the hands will seem to be taken away. Speaking of scabs, I think I picked the one on my head yesterday, but I think it's old enough now, so
it's all good.
I don't have an exposed wound anymore.
Nice.
For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I walked into a spike. It's a long story. Let's focus on a round.
Long story. That's pretty much the entire story. It's not a long story. Walked into a spike, got cut his head. Anyway, we'll get into the final round of the first half. Bomb's already down and Divides is going to find... Oh, the backflip. I like that. Let's get that slow-mo. As Brolan and Exist will be fighting back here, doing an admirable job, to be fair. Doing their absolute best. This is now Dupree left in a 4 versus 1. Surely he can't win this, but it is him. The big man himself, not going to happen. And a great start. Bomb down and pretty much a 5-on-5. Divides gets the first kill, but that's all they get. Nothing picked up in Astralis for the last round, but there it is. A respectable scoreline. At least 10-5 is certainly recoverable for a team like Fnatic, but the way Astralis are playing it today, really not ideal, especially when you won the pistol.
Really interested in that particular round, actually, because I didn't see it, but I heard it. They're like the use of HE grenades. Once they were into the site, there was, I think, 3 HEs deployed in quick succession. I don't know where they were, but I think I might have to just watch that back just to see what was going on in that round. Fnatic must prevail. All the shots from Device. No one unscrewing the silencer. Plenty of footsteps heard by Fnatic. And they can run close to the site in case there are any sneaky grenade plays or otherwise. Just to try and bait out the utility. But Zipex will have a butcher's hook. See, nobody's here, but Brolan can hear this as well. Won't send Fnatic back this way. Walking all the way round to A.
Huge pistol here. Of implications for Fnatic, and Mages just takes care of the first player, no problem whatsoever. Brolan removed from the equation. Glaive spots one, tries to drop his smoke, which he will, not the most effective, but it might do something for them. But Mages just looks unbelievably good with that silenced USP right now. Doesn't have to do much more here, maybe overcommitting, but what do I know? He's doing a fantastic job there and manages to get 4 kills in total once again. It'll be 11-5. Fnatic get nothing done there to get a couple of kills. That's about it. Nowhere near the bomb site. Looked like it was so comfortable for Astralis at that point. Look how crisp it is. Every shot just connects. This one especially impressive. So nothing purchased. 12-5, pretty much guaranteed.
Off he goes, Dupree.
So just to note, James, like Guardian's been just getting pistol only in these sort of rounds. The
Yeah.
Vice doesn't feel that way inclined. He wants to be part of the anti-eco, it seems.
I think it can depend on the scoreline. If you have a good lead, what is the likelihood of your opponent going for a force buy? I think that might have a consideration, a part to do with it, because I think Mirage is one of the easier maps in which to do that. I mean, it's awkward if they have loads of people going into the mid position, then it's awkward. But I mean, it looks like he's comfortable starting with the M4A4.
Oh yeah,
which
definitely
is
comfortable.
yeah. I mean, if you're expecting the window to be smoked off, then if they're prepared, they're prepared.
Just like I consider it to be quite a massive advantage. You can bring the AWP out and risk just having the pistol. You get PT-50 armor.
Yeah.
You're still going to have more than they do in Glocks. You can still farm money, be comfortable getting kills. So I feel like that will be the way the game we played going forward. I feel like that's the best way to do it. Just so you have the advantage in this sort of round.
Yeah, I feel like Mirage is the first map where you do that.
Yeah.
Hello. Greetings. Salutations. Standard stuff so far from the Fnatic side. A take off mid, a smoke off connector so they can take it, but a spray from Astralis. Very good timing. I guess they timed their spray for the flashbang. That's really awesome. I think there were two of them there, behind the smoke. You know there's going to be a pop flash and the T's are going to peek immediately, so just spray into the pop flash. Again, the attention to detail on Astralis is crazy, but let's see what Fnatic can do. They've picked off the Vice in the connector position. Maybe the idea is no AWP, an aggressive play of connector, maybe trying to retake it or something. And indeed, they have control of connector, Astralis. And now mid has been abandoned. We've got a lurker in Crims who seems to be out of the palace having a look. And everybody else will be towards the B bomb site. Now, if you see something here, it is a long rotation. But it seems he will try to sell that it's the A bomb site, smoking it off. And it seems to be working. There's a flash towards B, a smoke towards A. They believe it's A, and they realize they've made a terrible mistake.
Wow. Well, this is not looking too good for the CTs now. 13 to 5, not going to be realized on the looks of things. Fnatic will pull it back. It's the AKs running away with the round. Glaive can't really do much of this, and considering the manpower they lost in the previous rounds, they might have to take an eco going forward. They've got $1,400 coming in. If Glaive saves this, he can drop an M4, and Zipex could buy one, but is it worth it? Considering the lead they have, might as well just be a bit more conservative. Try to take some money out of the hands of Fnatic. Glaive won't be able to do that. That pretty much confirms it will eco going forward, or just force buy and have to take a couple of ecos on the chin after, but I would say not really worth the investment. You've got this lead now, just close it out with the gun rounds. Dupree spent everything he's got. Doesn't look like everyone else will. They're going to keep themselves about $1,000, so a chance to win the round. If they don't, they'll have to eco again, but that's okay.
Fnatic need to double their score to tie the score. Caught that one quickly exists. Just in time, in fact, with 10 HP left. He was walking straight into the crosshair, but JW started to look beyond to aim down the other end of connector. And Magis will say thank you, goodbye. Grim still lurking towards the A site, but slowly backing off. Froland may need some help in mid. He's the only man standing there, and that's why he may have needed a second player. Not that he would know that, of course. Very costly situation for them. They may want to take that weapon away. I don't think it was collected. I believe that's a smoke for the window to allow them to move in. Dupree's got a very painful angle. Overkill with the headshot. And now Crimson Twist remain.
They certainly do. Oh my god, James, it's all gone wrong.
Crikey.
What can he say about that one?
Yeah.
It just felt like it was all going so well for most of the round, and all of a sudden the Deagles arrived. Tap, tap, tap. And they'll win out the round with the AK-47. We'll see if the Vice... How crisp... Oh, I didn't get to see the last peak. That was my favourite one. Boss man.
Why are you letting me down, man?
Why are you doing that to me?
Why you do this?
Oh, the nade is gonna wreck house. Oh God, it's lit them up. And that's gonna be round in itself. Not really much to report, boys. 14-6.
Grenade Simulator 2019. Pre-release edition.
Early access.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Pre-release edition. Why are they releasing edition?
Who knows, man? Very limited edition. So limited it's not even released.
Anyway.
Press edition, there you go. See, that's
yeah,
pre-release.
that's fine.
See, it made sense eventually.
Smokes towards the window. Fnatic with a couple more lifelines. This one's such a difficult. They got difficult procedure. Got 2 smokes, 2 flashes, and a Molotov. They have got AKs, but one player in the form of Brolan with just a pistol. Really quite far from ideal. But Fnatic certainly have the players that could pull this one off. It's never over until I reach 16 at the top, but we're getting dangerously close to that number.
Who makes the next play? Fnatic looking for a CT. Device does eventually jump on a table support and spots a player and takes some bullets to the chest. He's isolated from his teammates, but there are many on the A site. It's almost a triangle of doom. The fabled triangle of doom. First up on the ramp, and they have all the angles of Astralis. Here comes Device through the smoke. And Fernandes left in a double peek towards Connector. 15-6 for Astralis. Funnily enough, they're looking like the best team in the world.
Yeah. This is... that's a GG. It's just up to Fnatic now if they can bring the scoreline into a bit more respectable matter. The Bizon's out, James. What do you think about the Bizon? What are your thoughts?
Do you know what? I don't mind the odd Bison for fun. I love a good Bison, to be honest. We had a long history with Bisons. Big giveaways of battle-scarred Bisons. We'd spin the wheel of fortune. Be like, all question marks, whatever you want, you've won a battle-scarred Bison. People loved it, actually. We should bring it back.
What, like a Wheel of Fortune sort of thing?
Yeah.
And then you'd spin it, and then whatever it landed on there, you got a skin.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I think I remember that.
Yeah.
That was like London studio days, right?
Yeah. But we lost it. So someone lost all of our props at a DreamHack. Oh. So we need to get another one. Here comes the Bison!
Oh, it's got a dink as well. It could go for the double kill here. It has. Have you ever seen anything like it? The Bizon will be lighting them up in the B bomb site. 64 bullets of doom spraying towards you. What are you going to do?
It's like being hit with a potato repeatedly.
Really stings.
Favoured by the Irish. And that's a save. The Bison has forced the hand of Astralis.
Oh dear.
Good loss day, Henry, so far?
It's going to be great. James, we're going out later. Could I ask you live on camera if you're going to be joining us?
Oh, okay.
A couple of apple juices, perhaps?
I'm down for preferably lighter on sugar, but you know.
All right.
Maybe just the one.
All right. It's been a long... I've been in America now for like 2 months.
How have you found it?
I love it here. This is the land of freedom, man. They've got it all worked out over here. Everything you want. But you have to understand, I've been from New York to LA over these last 2 months. I've been to like the best places you can go to.
Ah, yeah.
So
I'm not such a fan of New York, to be honest.
I'm not either.
You do need to know it.
It's nice to visit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to stay longer than I was, like 10 days.
Yeah.
That was cool.
You do need to know. I've been there, I think, 5 times now.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Texas to come.
Texas to come, and I'm going to Chicago as well. So I've got it all.
Oh,
the
nice. The Windy City.
Yeah, man.
Never done that one.
But here we go then, potentially the final round once again. You see Astralis bringing out the orb, and it's going to be an A attack from Fnatic. Have they got anything left in attack? Maybe not. Clay will open things up. Smoke will have to save Majescape, but I don't think for long. Twist doesn't check it correctly, and all of a sudden, it looks very worrying for the Fnatic boys. They'll pull a frag back, make it 2. Low HP on Mages, but his position is quite formidable still. And JW, so far removed from the situation, is going to have to pull out a 2 versus 1 clutch. Okay then, James. He's got 1 flash, full HP. No bomb, of course, but he has got time.
Oh, he may have got himself a free kill.
Hello.
In the back of the head and dead. Still not the easiest part to shoot somebody in the back of the head. Now where is the last play? Where is Zipex? 45 seconds. Won't be enough for JW. 16-7, Astralis with 2 comfortable victories over Fnatic on Dust 2 and Mirage.
They remain undefeated here in ECS Season 6, solidifying their chances, I would say, at this point of making it to the playoffs. I don't think anyone's going to be touching them. That's if they don't win any games going forward. They're 12-0 now. Absolutely unbelievable scenes from Astralis. Dust 2, that was impeccable, 16-1. They lost a pistol on Mirage, but pretty much the same result. They managed to look very comfortable. Huge amount of clutches and comebacks coming in from Astralis, then great entries as well. Fnatic, like I said, didn't necessarily do anything wrong. It's just when Astralis are playing like this, all 5 players at 100%, everyone just wrecking house and looking like the timings are perfect, the nades are delivering damage every single round, they're winning the pistols due to crispy one-taps with the USP. There's not really much you can do to take these guys down, and especially with Fnatic, this is a new squadron, there are 2 new players coming in. They're not going to have the most extensive strat book in the world. They're going to be working with the basics here, and they're going to need time. I think that's fair to say. Might not see much of them until 2019, really, as it's going to take a few months just to kind of solidify roles and work out where this team is heading. You can still see they're working out where your responsibilities lie. Mages, 27 kills. What a day he's had. Dupree gets a 20 bomb as well. And on the Fnatic side, 17 for Twists. He's certainly posting decent numbers almost every single game. JW exists just beneath him at 15 and 13, respectively. Well, that is how you play CS, James. If you need some demos to go watch how to handle yourself on Dust 2 CT side and a bit of Mirage as well, Astralis seem to have everything worked out. The timings, the setups, the pushes, the little tricks, the gimmicks, they've got it all.
Yeah, I think it's, for me, that is more about Astralis than it is about Fnatic.
Yes.
But I think in Europe, you've got Astralis. In North America, you have Team Liquid when everyone is healthy. I think there's an asterisk there at the moment. And I think that for a lot of teams, a measure of how far you have to go is how badly you get beaten by these teams. It's just a great example of like what are they doing, what are they stopping, and you see all the problems in your own play by what they take away from you. They punish everything you do. So I think it's a great indicator of where the learning has to be done for everybody else who is trying to reach that bar.
Mousesports are next on the chopping block.
Yeah. They
will be coming up next. God help them if Astralis keep that up. So we'll see what happens after the break. It will be Mousesports and Astralis. Mirage and Nuke